I'm Mark D'Amato.
I am Matt.
And welcome back to Mindbreakers. We have some Spider-Man for you.
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man, Spider-Man, does whatever a spider can.
But can he swing from a web?
Of course not. That's stupid. What are you talking about?
So that means we're watching the 70s Spider-Man.
Yes. Can he swing? Can he swing from a web? No, he can't. He's a pig. Look out! Here comes the Spider Pig.
God, I'm so happy Spider Pig was a thing when the internet was just kind of getting into meme culture.
I'm so happy Peter Porker, the Spectacular Spider-Ham, predates Spider Pig by at least 30 years.
Yeah, I would say it came out in the 80s, didn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
I love that. Because you'd think, they're just capitalizing on the... No, they...
Huh? No, it's been around.
And he's voiced by one of my favorite modern comedians in the movie.
In Spider-Verse, you mean? Or?
Yeah.
Yeah, John Mulaney, no?
I love John Mulaney.
So do I. What a guy.
Nicolas Cage. Spider-Man noir.
Nicolas Cage.
Sometimes I light matches and let them burn down to my fingertips just to feel something.
God bless that man. What the fuck are we watching? Right, 70s
Spider-Man Strikes Back without Nicolas Cage.
I love it.
This is a sequel to the 1977 Spider-Man we watched, The Amazing Spider-Man. It's a TV movie, unsurprisingly.
Oh, okay.
It's got 5 out of 10. Spider-Man swings to the rescue when a nuclear bomb created by 3 college students falls into criminal hands. And this one, well, okay, Nicholas Hammond's still around. Robert F. Simon is replacing David White as J. Jonah Jameson.
Okay.
And other than that, everyone is non-return. None of the other characters are returning characters.
Interesting. Okay.
Because even Robbie Robertson has been replaced.
Damn.
By Rita Conway.
Well, all right.
No Mary Jane.
No Mary Jane?
Stacy.
Wow.
Or Gwen Stacy, of course. It would be Gwen Stacy in the 70s, I think.
I think so, yeah.
Anyway, let's watch this.
Hey, I like the first one, so let's hope I like the second one.
Robert Alda.
Robert Alda?
Related to Alan Alda? A love match.
Fucking MASH.
It does not say.
Damn shame.
Anyway, let's watch Spider-Man Strikes Back.
Spider-Man.
He's back, and he's ready for the adventure that will be the greatest challenge to all his powers. No one can do what he can do when Spider-Man strikes back.
5 kilos of plutonium oxide are missing.
That's the stuff they use to make A-bomb, isn't it?
That's right.
Do you realize what they could do with an atomic bomb?
Now, the most dangerous forces have taken control.
What do you want?
We want you, Parker.
Run, help!
Suddenly, it's a race for survival. Who has the power to stop this nightmare? Only the man who can become Spider-Man.
The president's speech begins at 3 o'clock. Unless my demands are met, he'll never finish.
Time is running out because an entire city must be saved. This is the most explosive adventure ever faced by the world's most amazing superhero.
Shake him loose! Shake him loose!
charged when Spider-Man strikes back.
Okay, in all honesty, this is fun, but it's less movie-ish than the first one. The first one's definitely better than this.
Yeah, I will say, like, I still had some good moments in this. I still enjoyed it, but
No, like, it's not Captain America.
oh fuck, no,
At the very
God, no.
least.
But yeah, this one definitely did feel a little bit weaker in comparison to the first one that we watched.
It felt more like a long episode than a movie.
Yeah, and you kind of feel it too, you know, like.
But though I do have to say about Captain America, Sentinel of Liberty.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I know the plan in Goldfinger also involved irradiating gold. But unlike in Captain America, where the plan was to nuke Fort Knox and then steal the gold, which is stupid, Goldfinger's plan was to irradiate the gold so no one could use it, so his own gold would be more valuable. That makes it's insane, but it makes sense.
It makes
It's
at least a little bit more
plan.
sense. You're right.
It doesn't require you to handle irradiated gold,
It's so
which is
dumb.
important because people in this are stupid and handle irradiated things.
Yep.
Well, we start out with there's a woman who wants to jump off a building.
Yep.
For the usual reasons. And then Peter's like, oh no, this is bad. And then he changes into Spider-Man and like helps her by hugging her and crab walking along the side of the building.
Yeah.
Until she's at the window. Which is not quite as exciting and actiony as I hoped this would go.
No. I also love how Spider-Man was kind of taking his time.
Yeah.
On the rooftops, like looking around, making sure no one was seeing him. I'm like, bro, come on, gotta hurry up a little bit.
Well, I mean, a sudden move will make the person jump.
I mean,
I
get that,
fall.
But I don't think she's gonna see you on the roof.
Also, it always confuses me when Spider-Man does stealth. I mean, you're wearing bright primary colors.
Yeah.
If you want to put yourself in like a stealth suit, fine. Like the Night Monkey from Far From Home.
Yeah.
But still, yeah.
No, he saves the girl, and then he becomes Peter Parker.
Captain Barbera's still here.
Oh yeah,
he's cool. I like him.
I like them.
It's like, thank you,
Spider-Man.
Still a vigilante.
He'll get him one day, I'm sure.
So he's he gets fired by JJ.
Yeah, for what reason?
Because JJ heard about got the Spider-Man information from the frickin' news instead of pictures from Parker.
Right. Okay, that's right. I remember now. I just remember he fired him. I'm like, okay, so it is a Spider-Man movie. Poor Parker. Man.
Parker, you're fired.
What?
But Mr. Jameson,
you
can't print this. But he was trying to help those people. This is slander. It is not. I resent that. Slander spoken. And Prentice Live.
Damn.
Freaking national treasure.
What a national treasure he really is.
So he goes to class.
Yeah, because I always forget Parker is a college student.
Presumably he's at least half an hour late because he's Peter Parker. And I'm assuming the bus who's going to get on leaves without him, splashes him with water.
Yeah. The classic Peter Parker standard.
And then he runs after it. That gets mugged.
Yeah, Sarah almost gets hit by a car. It's like the bully's car too.
Yeah, obviously.
Obviously.
And then someone kicks him in the pocket and steals the tater tot goo. And why did the Napoleon Dynamite guy never play Spider-Man?
I don't know. There's also we cut very shortly to another news company that's hiring someone called Gail, I think.
Well, they're not. She already works there, and they're not news. They're a tabloid.
Oh, yes, true.
They're in L.A.
You know how JJ wants pictures of Spider-Man? This man wants an interview with Spider-Man. Okay. And then we cut to a classroom.
And yes, so we're getting nuclear dust, and we're going to store it in the school, and all the students are like, this is a really bad idea.
Yeah, like, they're kind of, like, I don't want to say it's filmed in a way where it's like these kids are, fighting against, like, the higher up kind of thing, but it's like, no, you're storing bad things at school. Don't do that.
Oh, it's fine. We got campus security. They're rent-a-cops.
Great line.
This is a job. Why are you storing the plutonium dust in a frickin' mason jar anyway? Well, not quite a mason jar, but it's like...
You fucking might as well
It should be more secure than this.
Yeah, seriously. Like, the college students are rightfully pissed.
So, and the college professor accidentally tells them where it's kept and what the security is. And they want to bring in Parker in their plan, but they're like, nah, Parker's too straight.
And he's also Spider-Man.
Yeah.
But they don't know that. No.
They might.
I'm pretty sure some people might.
So, they steal the plutonium.
Classic college antics.
And they get it back to their dorm.
And I want you, the audience, to guess what you think they do with it.
And for some reason, they have one of those big setups with a glass box and the gloves that go in it in their dorm.
I mean, every college dorm has it, I think.
So, and this is smart. They open it in there and then they pour it into, like, a bowl.
Yep.
Okay. And then the smartness ends when they open it without masks on, and this one guy has gloves on, like the shirts for the gloves from Wrath of Khan.
Yeah.
Like, that Spock puts on to do the thing with the plutonium.
Yeah, I get you.
They're wearing a pair of those and no other protection.
Oh,
and they decide to make a bomb.
Yeah.
But without any plastic explosive.
But they still made the bomb.
Yes.
But it just won't explode unless you had plastic explosives.
And needless to say, Colonel Sanders hears about this.
Yes, the bad guy finds out.
I call him Colonel Sanders because he's an old man with a white mustache and white hair and a white suit.
He's even got the little tiny round glasses too, doesn't he?
Yes. Who is master of karate and friendship for everyone.
Kung Fu.
Number one super guy.
And also, like, during this, like, Parker kind of figures out that someone's probably gonna steal the plutonium because, duh.
And then it's like, why did you steal the plutonium? Oh, we want to make a bomb to prove that you can make a bomb out of plutonium.
It's stupid.
Huh? This needed Danny DeVito to go, at every plot point.
Also, like, Parker was accused of stealing the plutonium because they thought Spider-Man stole the plutonium, and Parker's the only person who's ever talked to Spider-Man.
That doesn't make sense.
Yeah, it's very dumb. And they only get caught because the girl of the group gets radiation poisoning because, duh.
Because they're not wearing masks or gloves while handling plutonium.
Yeah, and then, they're gonna get called out. The nurse is like, I have to tell them. And he's like, yeah, whatever, we don't care. Just save our friend. Parker finds out about the bomb. Shenanigans ensue.
The bomb is stolen by Colonel Sanders.
Because, duh.
Also, Parker gets briefly rehired at the Bugle, and because what's her name?
Gail
wants to do an interview. Gail wants to do an interview with Spider-Man, so she's following him around all the time, which obviously means he can't actually become Spider-Man.
Yeah, he starts to get visibly annoyed by this, and I don't blame him. Just wants to be Spider-Man, for God's sakes.
He does some Spider-Man antics involving Kung Fu.
He does.
He does some martial arts with a martial art guy. Falls off a building and then shoots a web. And the web net coming out, very well done of practical effect.
Yeah, it was good. I mean, again, this was made in like late 70s. Like it's
78.
Yeah, it's good. It's good for what it's trying to do. You could tell there's a lot of care in this.
The only major problem with it is it kept repeating the ends of certain scenes, but that's probably just because it was a TV rip. And
yeah,
that's not the movie. That's just the
way it's
rip of it. That's not its fault.
That's it. Spider-Man finds like the white limousine, I think, that belongs to Colonel Sanders.
Yeah.
So he puts a tracking device on it. Which
now,
is I like
Spider Tracker. Did you ever around Halloween get that big bag of like cobwebs?
Yeah.
And it has like these little plastic spider rings you can wear as rings.
Yep.
It's just one of those. It's just a rubber spider.
It's just one of those. It looks so tacky, and I love it.
You could have made it look better by spending less money on it and just have it be a disc with a picture of a spider.
Yeah. Honestly, yeah. But
I'm just glad spider trackers are in something.
Yeah, true. Very true.
I do I like the belt on the costume, but I don't like the wrist thing.
I was gonna say the same thing. Like the wrist stuff is weird.
I'd be fine if he had two.
Yeah, he only has one, doesn't he?
Yeah,
that is weird.
It's also weird because it looks like the Japanese Spider-Man because he's a Power Ranger, so he has the wrist morpher.
Yeah,
because Japan is
Japan
is in so. Anyway, Mr. White steals the nuclear bomb, puts plastic explosive in it because he's an arms dealer, and he wants $1 billion.
$1 billion in gold, I think.
In cash, I think. Gold, $1 billion in gold. So at that point, you don't want whatever you're trying to steal. Because
maybe I'm just thinking of the fucking Captain America movie again.
First that movie.
But yeah, obviously, bad guy wants to, money for bomb because it's a fucking movie. Mm. And Parker discovers that they're from LA, I think. Is that where they go?
Woman. Yep.
Because of the tracking device, so he goes to JJ, being like, "Look, I can get a cover on this story if you just spare the expenses of my flight to get there."
You're funny, no.
Then Gail's like, well, then I'll go, because then I can get the story. Ha. Then JJ goes, wait. I'm
going then. My employee.
Yeah, you think I trust you with my business expenses?
But you're fired. But you fired me while you were rehired.
But yeah, JJ tagging is good.
I don't work here. Do you want a job?
Starting
now.
You're
fired.
I fucking love that episode of SpongeBob.
They're playing Monopoly, right?
They're playing,
Legally Distinct Monopoly?
Yeah, it's like something to do with the Flying Dutchman.
Yeah.
And the quote on the box is like, it's an actual treasure map or something.
Mm.
And then Mr. Krabs takes it way too literal. I mean, he ends up being right, so, cool. Kudos.
So they go to LA.
They go to LA.
They steal some motorbike. they get into a car chase. with a car, and Parker keeps using his spider sense. And may I just point out that Parker's spider sense is very freaking weird looking because his eyes flash police sirens.
Yeah, and like it's not like, he senses dangers afoot. You can just tell what's about to happen. He's got like fucking That's So Raven power,
and like his eyes flash blue and red, and he sees the things in red. And I just wanted in one of the scenes somebody was like, you okay, dude? Your eyes, like.
It's so the visions are like in this color coded like really bad effect, but like I love it deep down. Oh, it's good. It's good.
So they get on they steal some motorbikes essentially.
Yeah, after their car tires get blown out?
Except for J. Jonah Jameson. Because, they shoot some broken glass out from the trunk of their car. So, J. Jonah... They steal motorbikes, except for J. Jonah Jameson, who steals, like, a dune buggy.
Yeah. And he goes very slow.
And he seems to be having fun, though.
Yeah.
So that's cool.
Also, just shout-outs to that guy who's like, yeah, take the bike for a test drive. I don't care. I'm like, all right.
Yeah, I'm losing my job. Keep my sister as collateral. What?
What? But yeah, like they start the bike chase. Parker catches up and tries to Spider-Man. He succeeds.
Yeah, he does succeed. And they have this big fight in a Western movie set.
Yeah.
Because they're in Hollywood.
You got some good shots too of like him disappearing behind the door and then doing like the classic hang kick thing that I think every action movie does at some point. You got your classic reverse shots where like Spider-Man's jumping up, but really it's a reverse of him jumping down.
He does another that thing where he like rips out one of the columns and the balcony falls over and all the people fall in a clump. He does that.
He does that a lot, doesn't he?
I think Cap did that in Death Too Soon as well.
Yeah, he did. He destroyed one of the balconies, I remember.
At one point they mentioned Dr. Banner's lab.
Yep.
That was funny.
It's cute.
He beats all the people.
But one of them gets away, I think.
Then they find out that they do have a very stupid conversation once he's back as Parker. Of why would he be in Manhattan if he wants to? Why would he be in Miami if he wants to blow up a bomb in New York? So, do you think he'd want to be in the place he plans to blow up with a nuke?
That has been established. Will do a ton of damage.
I wouldn't want to be in a place I plan to blow up, even if it's not with a nuke.
That's what I'm saying. It was a very dumb plot point that they just try to make sense of it.
Well, granted, trying to detonate a nuclear device in the country you live in is probably stupid.
Yeah. I think they discover where one. The dude's name is Mr. White. And
I don't care. We're calling him Colonel Sanders.
Yeah, so they find Colonel Sanders' music studio thingy.
Yes.
Because he apparently has that on the side because he's
cool.
And
they're singing, and there's some people singing, and it's not that good a song.
No, but which
is disappointing because this is 1978.
True.
There should be better music.
True. But
throw on some Doors, somebody.
Gail joins him because fuck you, I want that interview with Spider-Man.
Yes.
And she thinks Parker is Spider-Man.
And he totally is.
I mean, she's right. But he does. I think his reasoning is can you see me doing all the insane stuff that Spider-Man does? And she goes, you're right. I'm like, oh, okay, wow. Rude, but at least he dodged a bullet.
And then he charters a helicopter to take him up to the building where Mr. White is.
That's a real conversation that happens in the movie.
And so I'll pay you, but later. That's fine. I'll take you up for free. So, Parker, you realize you can stick 'em powers, right?
No. He's gonna jump from a helicopter and land. He's gonna do it.
But you could just sneak up the side of the building and be sneaky.
He's going to jump from the helicopter.
Heck, you don't even have to climb if you get high enough and just get onto the fire escape.
No, he's going helicopter. You can't stop him.
It's on the poster, I know. So he flies up, jumps off the helicopter, webs down, kicks some people.
He does that a lot.
Disables the nuke.
And, I mean...
Then Mr. White escapes in his helicopter with the whole, "We'll meet again, Spider-Man!"
And then that's the movie.
And presumably they do meet again in the TV show.
I would hope so.
And that was the movie.
Yeah, it just kind of ends.
Not even, just kind of stops.
It just stops. Yeah, but like I said, there are some moments in this movie that are fun. Anytime Spider-Man's on screen, you're having a good time.
Yeah, I still say the suit, especially after freaking Captain America, the spider suit looks surprisingly good.
Yeah, it's got the weird eye thing, but you can forgive it. It looks really good in comparison again to
It looks better than it does on the poster.
Oh, does it? I don't think I've ever
seen
the poster for this one. What is Spider-Man Strikes Back, right?
Yeah.
Strikes Back. Ugh.
Yeah. I will say it is unnerving that you can see kind of the outline of his face through the mask, but that's just to be expected.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
made out of lycra, not rubber. So
You forgive it for its time.
yeah.
It's fun. Definitely not as fun as the first one, but it's not harmful. It's a good time. Maybe a little bit long. Okay, like really long, but again, it's one of those TV movie things, right? That's always the case with this. But it's fun. I liked it.
This is often paired with Spider-Man the movie in 2-packs.
That makes sense.
It's also paired with the third one.
The what?
The third one.
There's a third one?
Yeah, the Dragon's Challenge.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Well, I'm glad there's another one.
I've seen better. I've seen worse. This is definitely better than The Amazing Spider-Man 2.
Fucking better than Captain America.
Yeah, that's definitely.
Ugh.
But I mean, I've seen worse Spider-Man movies.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Spider-Man 3.
It's fun. I liked it.
Yeah.
It's better than most of the stuff we've watched. Or some. I won't say most, but some. It was a fun time.
Amazing. It's definitely better than Amazing Spider-Man 2.
Yeah. God, I fucking miss I just miss Parker's smile. What a guy.
Nicholas Hammond.
What a man. Like what a charming dude. Yeah, it was fun. I liked it. It was a good time.
Yeah, it's next time we got. Oh, this movie is also known as The Deadly Dust.
The Deadly Dust.
Because that's what someone refers to the plutonium dust as. Okay.
Oh, God.
Next time we have a movie with Marvel connections. But it's not Marvel.
Interesting.
It's a Western involving the undead, starring none other than the man who hates taxes himself, Wesley Snipes.
Oh, God.
So, see you next time for that. Anything last things you want to see about Spider-Man?
Like, I feel like this was... Like, the thing with these Spider-Man movies in comparison, like, because we watched the 2 Captain America ones, right? Like, I feel like definitely the Spider-Man, well, it's not like, what you'd probably think of when you first think of Spider-Man. This is definitely closer to, like, what Spider-Man would come to mind for a lot of people, I think, more than Captain America did.
Well,
Captain America was just
in
fucking...
the first Captain America, he did almost nothing and never threw his shield.
Right, that's right. Like, at least this one has, like, the spirit of Spider-Man in it, you know what I mean? Like
the first one's still better because the whole mind control device is more comic books to me.
Oh yeah, for sure. The first one is 100 times better.
Still wish you could have gotten like a villain.
Yeah, that was the other weird thing about the sequel is that it was still just a bad guy.
I mean, granted, and it's better like the Spider-Man stuff in my opinion than the Hulk stuff, even though the Hulk is more famous.
Mm-hmm.
Because Spider-Man, like, stopping a terrorist who has a nuke or stopping some bank robbers, Spider-Man doing that makes sense to me.
Sure.
The Hulk does not.
Yeah, because Hulk is just
so much stronger that it's not fair.
Yeah,
it's like
100%.
It's like you'll see Batman stop a bank robbery as the plot of something.
Sure.
But not Superman.
No.
Because, I mean, Superman would, of course. He'd do that in a second. But the problem is he'd do that in a second.
Exactly.
Which is cool for a side thing, but not the main crunch of your story.
Of course, yeah.
And I know Hulk in the 70s, at least in the show in the 70s, wasn't like Avengers level Hulk.
No, but I mean,
still strong.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, it's not Dr. Banner, it's Baylor.
Oh.
It's disappointing.
That's a shame, yeah. No, this was, like, it still captures the spirit of Spider. I can't speak for the TV show, because I obviously haven't watched it. But, like, watching these makes me kind of want to give it a try,
It might be harder to find, though.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's probably really hard to find.
I'm just checking out the woman who played Rita.
Oh, Rita. I don't think I recognize her. I mean, I'd be surprised. I'd be probably more surprised if I did. God, what a good time it was.
First thing is 1970. She's been in nothing I've seen.
Okay.
She's been in Days of Our Lives, but I haven't seen that.
Oh, the very famous.
She's in the show, The Amazing Spider-Man.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think Dragon's Challenge is actually like the movie that sees out the show.
Really interesting.
That's the thing. The first one was to kick off the show. The last one's to end the show. This one just kind of is.
Yeah, I feel like this was like you'd always tell it's like a 3-parter. You know what I mean? Because I mean, I'm sure it was. Because again, TV movie, right? But it was fine. It was fine.
Oh, Rita Chip Fields. Rita, she is still working.
Oh well, good for her.
Most recently, she was in Young Dylan. As she directed Young Dylan.
Young Dylan. Like that name rings a bell.
I don't know what it is. It's some kind of television show.
Yeah, it is. I'm trying to.
It's about some. It's Tyler Perry.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. It's his.
To live indefinitely with her affluent son's family, the Wilson family household turned upside down. His lifestyle is
yeah, this was like a Nickelodeon show that Tyler Perry did.
Okay, I'm not really interested, but
no, but hey, you're still getting.
He's got the Biggie Smalls crown.
He does, yeah.
That's kind of cool. Anyway, see you next time for Cowboys. And
hell yeah!
I've been Marek Tomato.
I've been Matt.
And ciao.
Bye-bye.
Sorry for the shorter episode.
We almost hit 30 minutes. It's good enough.
Not much in this one.
Nah, it's Spider-Man. What are you gonna do?
Ciao.
Bye-bye.